Well, we are spilling some tea with TMZ. Thank goodness what happens in Hollywood does not stay there. And we have the handsome Michael Babcock joining us from Hollywood to talk about, well, everything that everyone's talking about. Good to see you.
Well, Kimberly, greatest introduction of all time. Good morning. How are you?
We are so good, and we're doing
It's good to see you.
even better, Michael Babcock, because I just learned about 30 minutes ago that someone very special is celebrating a birthday today.
You're not kidding. Jennifer Lopez,
Yeah.
celebrating her 57th birthday. She has been a star for so many decades now, and I mean, still as popular as ever, and looks as great as ever.
Man.
Let's be honest. And yeah, 57 years old for J-Lo.
Roll that beautiful J-Lo footage. I'm so glad we did that immediately. I have to tell you, my friend here and DJ Xavier, DeFreakin' whom you've never met, Jennifer
What's
Lopez.
up, Xavier?
She is his hall pass. Wow. Like, him and his wife have this understanding, and J-Lo is his.
Xavier, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, if you're going to pick one, that's the one to go
Right.
with. Yeah, she is just incredible. 57 is not what it used to be, is it?
You know what? I remember thinking of 57 when I was a kid like it was ancient. And now,
Correct.
yeah, you look at 57, and if 57 is J-Lo, then...
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the older I get, the younger 57 is.
Right,
The closer we
I
get.
hear that. I'm right there alongside you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the same way these days.
Well, happy birthday to our girl J-Lo. Thank you for talking about that with us today. And now we have to talk about something a little bit darker.
Yeah.
The David murder case hearing continued this week. Prosecutors presented new forensic evidence, including clothing that was linked to the victim, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. This is just such a sad, sad story.
No, it really is, Kimberly. And what they're doing this week is this is a preliminary hearing, essentially where then the judge decides if there's enough here for this to go to trial.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, the reality is obviously this is going to go to trial. It seems like prosecutors said they had a mountain of evidence, and they have really presented much of it this week. Now, we're not going to show all they've got here, but the things they have shown are pretty powerful. You mentioned some of the forensics. We heard yesterday testimony about the garage, David's garage floor, where they believe this crime happened last year. Stained red when they get in to investigate it, and they say, okay, let's run some tests here. Let's try and figure out what this substance is. Of course, it comes back that it is blood. And then you're exactly right. Speaking of the clothing, they had the clothing that Celeste was wearing when she was killed. She was wearing leggings. She had a tube top. So they had this, and they wanted to test it, but it was in such poor condition, the prosecutor said. It was wet. There were dead insects. It was, just a horrible odor. I mean, it was in really rough condition.
Yeah.
And that made some of the tests that they wanted to do just not possible. And because of that, they really couldn't do some of the investigatory things here. But again, bottom line is they feel like they've got a lot of evidence. They believe this guy murdered her, dismembered her, and then tried to hide her in his vehicle for over a month. So it's
Just
pretty
horrific
grisly.
and so devastating. I just think of her family. My goodness.
Horrible. It's horrible. She was 14 years old.
Yes, she was. Oh, she's just a baby. And is there any talk about motive? Is anyone saying why?
There is. Yeah, there is. So the way the story goes, they were allegedly having a sexual relationship, and she was, when they met, 13 and then 14, and he was an adult. So the way the story goes, at least the way the prosecutors tell it, they weren't getting along, and essentially she had said, I'll tell on you. I'll tell that we were having this relationship. And he believed that, this is what the prosecutors think, that, hey, look, I've got millions and millions of dollars here. I've got this potentially big career. I'm starting to blow up. And that was his motive, allegedly, for killing her.
Wow. Well, I know you guys will bring us the very latest on that sad story. It's so hard to talk about things, like that. But I know that's the top story right now. As far as what you guys are covering.
It's a horrible story. You feel horrible for her family.
Well, Michael Babcock, you make Fridays even better. Thanks for hanging
Kimberly,
out with us.
Anytime. Thank you so much for having me. I'll see you next week.
Okay, we'll see you then.